You're listening to Hashtag No Filter with Zack Peter. That's me, your naturally platinum blonde pop culture connoisseur. I'm the reality TV junkie, self-improvement addict, and host with only the hottest tea spilled fresh weekly. For more hot takes, go and give me a follow at Just Plain Zack. I always keep it funny and I always keep it cute. And if you're like me and you want to stay up to date with the latest reality tea, just go and give us Instagram. I hope you guys are sipping on some fizzy Housewives-inspired rosé for yourself or new white wine. Hi, Charmin BB. I got mine out right now. If you are drinking with me, let me know. Hi, Joe Mendoza. Hi, Lauren. What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Everybody in the club. Oh my God. I'm like trying to get used to my face right now because I just got new clear aligners and it's like fucking with my face. But whatever. Cheers. I can't believe Jackie was demoted. Oh, we'll get into it, girl. We will get into it. I just have to open up some. Tonight I'm having some rosé. Tonight I'm drinking Sweetie. I'm gone with the wine. Fabulous. All turn. Marlowe's Pete. Atlanta is back in the house. His house. Hi, Lauren R. on YouTube. Guys, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. If you're listening to this on the podcast, this is a rebroadcast from our Thursday night live. You're probably listening to this on a Friday. I guess I can take these off now. But yeah, welcome on in. So we're going to be talking about the Gizelle rumors. We're going to be talking about the Jackie Goldschneider demoted rumors because now she's speaking out to Access Hollywood. And she's like, this is how it sounds on YouTube is breaking up fine on Instagram. Uh-oh. Okay, Okay, is that better? Can you hear me at all? Is the sound screwed up on YouTube? Does it sound terrible? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's hope it doesn't sound bad. I hope the Peter rumor isn't true. Okay. Well, let's dive into all of the tea and hopefully the YouTube sounds fine here. Okay, good. Joe Mendoza says it sounds fine. So that's fine. If Joe Mendoza can hear me fine, then there's no issue. So let's start with the Giselle. Let's start the Giselle and Pete Thomas rumor. So there are rumors out there that Giselle is dating or currently dating Peter Thomas, who is married to Cynthia Bailey. We may know him from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, hi, Georgie. So the rumors, I can hear you. Okay, thank you guys. I think the issue is on YouTube, not on Instagram. But thank you guys. So yes, she was rumored to be dating Peter, and everyone's like, ooh, scandal. What? She's dating Peter? Like, that's Cynthia's ex, and it's a crossover from Atlanta to Potomac, and then they were at his restaurant. Well, Giselle has now come out, and so has Robin, and they are both denying that the rumors are true. They are not dating. They are not dating. They are not dating. Giselle said no. Robin said no. So everyone seems to be in denial of all of this. Not Giselle and Patricia. I mean, not little bitch Peter. Yikes. Is Peter a little bitch? Hi, baby gorgeous. Hi, Wait Love. Welcome on in, love. So Giselle is not dating Peter Thomas. They are all denying the rumors. They claim that they're not true. I got to watch Potomac. Yes, you do, Mike Lash. I don't care for Peter. Well, apparently Giselle doesn't care for him either because she's not dating him. Okay, let's talk about the Jackie stuff since I know a lot of people are fired up in arms. It's so funny how many people hated Jackie, and then now here we are where she's getting demoted, and everyone's like, what? You're going to demote Jackie? Why? And I'm like, guys, pick a lane. You either like Jackie or you hate Jackie, but like this back and forth flip-flop, like the number of people that are heartbroken and sad about Jackie possibly being demoted for next season is kind of redonkulous. So she was telling Access Hollywood this week that the show is very challenging, but that she actually loved to come back. What does that mean necessarily? Thank you, Charmin BB, for dropping the first 3 badges on Instagram. Thank you, Charmin BB. Okay, Stephanie says Jackie is boring. I hope you keep Evan. I adore him. I mean, we can keep Evan because he's hot. Jackie, on the other hand, oh no. Sorry, I keep smelling bleach. There's a whole bunch of bleach that spilled in my bathroom right before I had to come out and tape, and now all I smell is bleach. It's like pierced into my nose. But yeah, so I don't know what that means, that she would love to come back. Like, is that her saying that she would love to come back in any capacity? Because the rumor is that she was offered a friend of contract for this new season, but she does have the option to be brought back full time should she gel with the other women, or should her storyline develop well enough. Now, Caroline Manzo and Jack Larita have also talked about being offered the same thing in seasons past to return, that they would be brought back as a friend of, and if their storyline develops, depending on how they get along with the other women, all of that would be contingent on whether or not they can upgrade to a full-time contract. So does Jackie mean like she is cool coming back in a part-time capacity? I don't think it's a bad thing when they offer a housewife a friend of role. I think it's fine. There's always an opportunity for them to come back, and at least you're still on the show. At least you still get to like get the camera time, get to, you know, elongate the fame. Like, look at Vicky and Tamara. They're like so disgruntled and like bitter about not being asked back, but it's like you could still be on the show and be like the Mama Elsa, you know, the comic relief, something that's fun and light. And maybe it's better to be the friend of versus having to be on the show because full time, because when you're on the show full time, everything is out there. Everything is exposed. Every part of your life is picked apart. Yes, Gemini Patriot, that is a great point. Countess Luann on Real Housewives of New York was demoted, and then she was eventually brought back into the mix. Good for her. She stuck it out. She knew how to play the long game. She was being smart about it. She wasn't trying to be, you know, she also kind of knew that she contributed to that as well. So great. Hi, Brandy Flowers. Joe Mendoza, although if we're getting the new housewife and that house husband, Nathan, oof, I agree. I think it's time for some new blood. I think it would be good to keep Jackie because we like Jackie and she gels with the other women and she's not afraid to like stand up to Teresa. I think she's, you know, a solid friend. She's very loyal. She's a good bone collector. But I think in a part-time role, Jackie works. Miami Friends of Kill It set the example on every episode and in thick of the drama. I agree. Ben Simone Travels, who was it? Marisol and Adriana. I think they were both great additions on Real Housewives of Miami, and they definitely deserved that full-time role. I'll tell you, Marlo should at least have been given her. I used to tell Marlo Bravo should at least have given her an apricot. That's funny. Marlo did carry a lot of it. So, I mean, that's a point. I'd rather be a friend. That coffee was, I think I would rather be like, listen, there's only so much you can give to these shows sometimes that I think after a while I'd be like, yeah, I think maybe I would want to be a friend of. So I get to be part of a lot of these fun events. I kind of get to hang out with all of my friends. But I don't necessarily have to be fully exposed. Although it could also backfire on you the way it backfired like on Brandi Glanville on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You know, where they used her and she brings a lot of the drama, but she's not really getting paid what she brings to the cast. I hope they keep the cast, but have a friend of Margaret, Melissa, or Dolores join. I think that they're looking at friends of for Dolores, friends of for Margaret, and friends, or not Dolores. It's Margaret, Jennifer, and Teresa, I believe, are the ones that have a friend of that they're looking to bring into the mix next season. And if they do, I think that would be great. Time to like mix things up. I would like to see Jennifer have a friend. Teresa, I feel like, I don't know, she's kind of getting annoying to me. But who knows? The other thing that I was thinking about too when it comes to Jackie and possibly being demoted is it could have to do with her health. Like we know with Kim Richards, she was demoted because she became kind of a liability. Her sobriety was also a contingency for her keeping her contract in the earlier seasons. So I think maybe they're like, this might be an unhealthy situation for Jackie to be in, somebody with an eating disorder on a reality show, you know. Maybe it's not the healthiest and maybe it's something that could actually benefit her. And they're like, you know, if you do the right things, if you stay on track, then we'll definitely consider you for the future. All within the realm of possibility. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that she's getting demoted. And I think she's given us so much storyline that I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Seems like they're trying to bring Caroline back based on the Bravo snippets on YouTube. They posted to watch what happens live, one-on-one versus between Caroline and Teresa. Possibly, Gemini. Joe Mendoza, were you surprised when Margaret said on Spilling Tea Live that she'd rather have Danielle Staub back than Siggy Flicker? I was not surprised because when I had Margaret on my show, I asked that question and she gave that exact same answer, that she would much rather have Danielle over Siggy. So there's that. Jackie could have asked to be a friend. I don't think Jackie would have asked. I don't think most people ask to be friends. I think it's very rare that that happens. I know Alexia on Real Housewives of Miami asked that, but it was because she was going through a lot with her son and stuff that, she needed a bit of a break, but I think Jackie likes the show too much, and she knows she's better with it rather than without it. And she's not really in a position. I would love Caroline back. I agree, Russ. I agree. I think she knows that she's in a better position to actually, just stay a friend of rather than lose the platform altogether. Sig is a mess on Twitter. Yeah, I've heard she's a bit of a mess. She's like Housewives Kanye. That's funny. Okay, should we talk about Ultimate Girls Trip? Because the trailer dropped and I'm kind of mixed about how I feel about it. I think it's cute and I think the show looks fun, but I was also a little underwhelmed. Definitely lacked the glitz and the glamour that season 1 brought, but I mean, come on, we're at the Berkshires, we're not, on a tropical island, and it's not necessary. Like, it's all the trouble housewives. It's not like the big Teresas and Ramonas and Kenyas that, carry a presence as much. I mean, these ladies definitely carry a presence, but they carry it with a bag of bones and a briefcase full of receipts. I actually heard that Monique Samuels was supposed to join this season as well. She ended up getting replaced with Eva, and I would have loved to have seen Monique in the mix. We need some Potomac blood, and Monique would have been the perfect addition. But yeah, it lacked glitz, it lacked glamour, it lacked that aspirational travel. It felt more like Housewives, whereas the first one felt like a new show, but this season feels more like just classic Housewives than season 1. It's still shot very beautifully. The cinematography is great, but the trailer for me didn't have a lot of like story in it other than like, we're coming to party or a hot mess, which I guess the first one didn't really have as much story in it either. And they were really good at like giving us little tidbits without giving us the full show. That's always great. That's how it's, if the trailer can stand on its own and we don't see everything, because we've had trailers. Hi, Boo. Thirsty Thursday. That's right. Cheers, everybody. Let me know if you're drinking some No Filter wine tonight. Available at nofilterwine.com. So pumped about Ultimate Girls Trip. It looks good, and I don't mean to shit on it. And so what I think it is I think there's going to be a lot of drama that I know we've heard about that wasn't shown in the trailer that I think they're hoping to save without ruining any of the storylines, by putting it all out there. Except maybe the Brandy and Denise affair thing, because we do kind of see that brought up where they're like, hi, Elaine, where they're like, how did you know she was a lesbian? She was like, because of the eyebrows. And we obviously know that there's a conversation between Tamara and between Brandy about it, because Tamara claims that Denise tried to hook up with her at BravoCon. So tis what it is. But you definitely also see some of the tension between Dorinda and Vicky. Vicky definitely seems like she's the villain of Ultimate Girls Trip. She's the Kenya or the Ramona, depending on who you would crown the villain of Ultimate Girls Trip season 1. Yeah. What else? Do you guys want to talk Kardashians? Do you care about Kardashians? Because I just finished watching the 4th episode of the new season, which was so cute and so sweet. And I had so many feels when watching it, because like there's Courtney and the engagement, but then she was sad that her kids weren't there. And then she's like, that I know that was my mom's decision, but it maybe wasn't her best decision. And I was like, oh, she really said that on camera. I did think it was a little weird that her kids weren't there, but I also understand where Kim and Chloe were like, but the kids are too little, and maybe this was best if they weren't there. I don't know. Yeah, Penelope crying and throwing a tantrum on FaceTime was so sad. You're glowing. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. When should I come on the podcast? Whenever you want, my love. The invite is open. Mike, you've been invited. You're the one that said you didn't want to come on yet. Yes, love the new season of the Kardashians. Okay, so in this episode, though, you're always glowing. Thank you, Ansley. In this new episode, Chloe announces that she and Tristan have recently got back together, which is where it starts to go a little south, because as we know, obviously they don't end up together. Like I said on Twitter, you are hot. Thank you, Alicia. I feel hot. HAWT. But anyway, she tweeted out and she was like, yeah, I guess this footage didn't age well. And then she's like, at least I know better now. But I can only imagine, right when it comes, she literally just got back together with him when all of the news came out, after she had been putting him or keeping him in the fire for so long. Ansley, I made 3 weeks stay today. Ooh. Oh, nice. About not drinking. What do you think about Lisa and Sutton about the Elton John thing? I think Lisa is right. Lisa is definitely right. I broke this down when it first happened, when Sutton was first on Watch What Happens Live. Now we're just watching it play out on the show. But I don't know. I think it's so stupid that, like, here's the thing. Celebrities get invited to this stuff all the time. You usually, like, are moved around. I'm trying to remember what I said back then because I broke it down. Like, what about the Sutton and Lisa stuff do you guys want to know? Because I know how these events work. And I know that a lot of the time celebrities are invited and it's more of like a PR thing so that they can walk the red carpet and so that they have visibility at these events so that you get more press and that the sponsors are happy because you have more celebrities there. So oftentimes you aren't, like, when you're an invited celebrity, you don't often have a table. Sometimes they seat you with tables with sponsors, or they seat you, in places that's a little more strategic to the event. So it's very likely that Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin were invited to the show as celebs, as talent, as guests. And listen, when you're inviting talent to these events, you want to invite everybody. You want to make sure you have as much star power in the room, no matter how A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list. Like, you just want to make sure that you're there. And even the D-listers are like, I want to make sure that I'm there so that I get the visibility as well. And I get to show that I was at the same party that these big celebs were at. Anyways, regardless, bottom line is, I don't believe Sutton invited Lisa and Harry as her guests and bought their Adam kind of spilled tea. What tea did Adam spill? If you get time, love to hear your thoughts on Nene versus Bravo. Yes, remind me and we can talk about Bravo. But anyway, where was I? Oh, Sutton and Lisa Rinna. I don't think that Sutton invited her. I think Lisa Rinna was invited by Elton John because, as we saw, she's been there many times. He said there might be a tour in the works already. Oh, did he? Interesting. When and where did he say that? But yeah, that's where I stand on the Sutton and Lisa stuff. Sutton is wrong. Sutton's in a land of delusion, I'll tell you that. I have heard, though, that Sutton might not be looking good. I haven't seen the screener yet for the Beverly Hills premiere, but I've heard that Sutton doesn't look amazing in the opening episode. But we'll see. Come to Charlotte. I've never been to Charlotte, North Carolina. I think for the near future, we're gonna stick to like major destination cities. Yeah, Sutton is definitely delusional, Sasha. I think she's just like in her own la la land. Anything near NYC and I'm coming. At least we came to NYC. I sort of feel bad for Scott as an only child with no family. I get him. Here's the thing with that, Lauren, though, because I get that and I feel that too. But at the same time, like, Scott's a grown man. And if he doesn't have family, he can start a family. He can build a family. Like, he has the potential to date somebody serious and not these 19-year-old little teeny boppers. He can date someone. Hi, Tracy Lee from Australia. He can date someone that actually is ready to settle down and have kids. He's still fertile. He can even find someone in her late 20s or even in her 30s that's still age appropriate that can start a family with him. And then he doesn't need to like ride on the coattails of the Kardashians because he has his own family. Like, here's the thing. Not to be insensitive to like his parents passing, because like, trust me, when I lost my grandmother last year, who was like my mother, like that was very challenging. And I couldn't imagine, losing both of your parents. Like, that has to be extremely challenging. But he's not alone. And you're only alone if you believe that you're alone, and you need to learn how to find that independence and security and validation for yourself before anybody else can kind of fill that for you. And it's a little interesting that he hasn't been able to really do that for himself, but he needs to work on that. And he'll feel less alone if he learns how to just be on his own and then find somebody that aligns with the life that he wants to build. So I don't feel as bad for Scott anymore, because I'm just kind of like, homie, you can start a family. I get you feel like you don't have family, but that doesn't mean you can build one. Snap, snap, pat the puss. Zack, please come to Atlanta on your next tour. DC, Philly, Boston. We were asked to do Philly and Boston after New York. Zack, you always spill tea gracefully. Thank you. He needs to be an adult. He not needs to be an adult. He is an adult, and it's time he starts recognizing that. Hi, Zack and Co. Been a minute. Hi, Melissa. How's it going? How's life? You don't bash people. I love you for it. I bash people sometimes when it's worthy. Cue Michael Jackson. You are not alone for Scott. You're not alone. Not yet a woman. No, I don't know how that song goes. I'm making up a song altogether. It would be very uncomfortable to be with the Kardashians. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. True, I hear that, but I think it's all he knows. Foreign territory can be scary. Foreign territory is scary for anyone. Just because it's scary doesn't like if you stay stuck in the fear, you're never going to get what you want out of life. Hi from Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. Like you can't be afraid. I like your version. Oh, of my version of You're Not Alone, my made up version. Thank you. But yeah. Anything else? Talked about you asked about the Nene and Bravo stuff. Oh my God. This one's really hard to talk about because it's like there are so many layers to it. And listen, I want to obviously acknowledge the fact that I am not a Black woman. I will never be able to identify with the struggles of a Black woman. However, what I will say about the whole situation is this. I don't know Nene's experience and I'm not taking away her experience, but when you're claiming that the network and Andy, when you're throwing out allegations of racism, I do find it interesting that nobody else on her cast currently or previously have come out to back up her allegations. Nobody is, lining up their story with hers. And I think that says a lot. Because listen, all of Atlanta, I mean, except for Kim Zolciak, they're all Black women. They're all still on the show. Some of them are happily still on the show. Some of them used to be on the show and would like to return to the show. So it's like, how do you then accuse the network of, inherent racism if you're literally the only person that's making that allegation and none of your friends are backing you up? And the show that you're claiming that this happened on, none of those women or cast members are corroborating anything that you've said. And not only that, she was literally just with Kim Zolciak, back in November on stage with her, hugging her, being like, "Ooh, my friend." So it's just like, and not only that, when I said this somewhere on somebody else's podcast or live or something, but Bravo, I don't think gets enough credit for amplifying culture and diversity enough, Like, listen, we've had Shaws of Sunset, we've had Mexican dynasties, we've had Texacanas, we've had um like karma. Like if anything, they're like TLC isn't doing that. TLC, I think, exploits culture with 90 Day Fiance, whereas I think Bravo has always done a really good job of amplifying those that are underrepresented and have been very good at that. Exposing or not exposing, but sharing the Persian culture and the Indian culture and the Black community and the Mexican community. Like they've always been very good about sharing that. Mexican Dynasties was the best. Yeah. So it's like, I understand Bravo has maybe made a few mistakes along the way and they're not going to do everything perfectly, but I also think credit is due where credit deserves to be. That's just where I stand. And I think Bravo's always kind of been doing a good job, at least when you compare it to other networks like or VH1 or TLC. Like, I don't think any of them have done a lot of the work that Bravo has done when it comes to amplifying culture and showing diversity. Anyone here, Bethany ripping Kim for the new Marilyn Monroe? Oh my God, people are being so dramatic about that. The Marilyn Monroe. Imagine how much money she's going to lose during the lawsuit. Yeah, she's going down. I think she's hoping, and her lawyers are hoping that Bravo will settle with her. I don't think Bravo is going to settle this lawsuit solely based on principle. Bethany ripping Kim. I mean, I think Bethany's ripping everybody because she's found that it's popular and it's giving her TikTok views and, it's making her podcast pop off. But I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. We all say shit like that. We're like, ooh, I lost 5 pounds. Like, listen, I was talking about it on tour. I was like, we didn't eat and we're constantly running. My tour body is my best body ever because it's like skinny and toned. We all say stuff like that. It's human. It's natural to, I know it may not be amazingly, you know, um, tactful, or people may not love it and it may not be the most sensitive to glorify weight loss, but it's like, I don't know. It's her body. Let her live her life the way she wants to live her life. If you don't like her advice, you don't like what she has to say, and just don't give her any attention. Are others afraid to speak up, or have they not had the same experience as her? in regard to Nene, I think if they had the same experience as her, some of them either may have quit their franchise, or they would at least be backing her up, or even the ones that used to be on the shows before that have nothing to lose by coming out with Bravo. If more Bravos were aligned with Nene in her lawsuit, I think they would have a much stronger lawsuit. So I don't think anybody's afraid to speak up. Tree never lived near me or all the OGs. Oh, okay. Can we finally get rid of Teresa? I don't think Teresa's going away anytime soon. And she herself said she's not going away anytime soon. Watching the Pete, Kim, and Kanye saga start to unfold, has your opinion changed on Kanye? No, I mean, I still don't like him. So it hasn't really changed very much. I am liking that Kim is now speaking more about him, excuse me, on the show and like just out publicly. I think it's about time she's kind of blasted him. She's protected him for so long, and he's been so insensitive to her. The fact that he walked out of SNL, I thought was ridiculous because he was mad that she used the word divorce instead of filing for divorce, or she called him a rapper, and he's like, "I'm more than just a rapper." And I'm like, you know what? Good for her. Like, if he's gonna be that much of an asshole, and she was even talking about how like he has so many yes people around him and so many people that just give him whatever he wants and will tell him whatever he wants to hear. She's like, I'm not gonna. And Chloe's like, good, you shouldn't do that anymore. She's like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. Zack is back live. Yes, Kenny G. Zack is back. Will be until the next tour, if there is a next tour. Crap, I'm late. That's okay, Cheryl. I still appreciate you making it. Wonder if anybody can actually confirm Pete's size. Is that a good thing for Ariana and Kim to date him? Well, let's talk about that. So I had a guest on my show that actually had a photo that had seen it and had a photo of Pete's dick and was going to show me the photo of Pete's dick. And I was like, what? Apparently it is very large and very nice. I don't like big dicks. They scare me. So I mean, I'm very confident in my own size, very confident, but I don't have to experience myself. And when it comes to other dicks, I would prefer them a lot smaller. Just, or at least a little more not big, you know? I don't think it's crazy that Pete tattooed the kid's initials. I do think it's a bit crazy. But here's the thing that I like, yes, at first initially it does sound kind of crazy, but if you really think about it, it's like he says it as like my body is a canvas and I want to collect memories and all of that stuff. So, you know, sorry, just got a text message that distracted me. Sometimes big dicks hurt. Yeah, no, big dicks scare. Yeah, they do. Compact. Yeah, a compact dick sounds nice. A pocket dick, a pocket rocket. Do you think Erica mars the show or at least everyone's storyline? Um, I don't. Can you read merges? Marges? Oh, Elaine likes them big. You get it, Elaine. I can't with the big D. I'm 5'2" and 116. See, you're petite, and sometimes the smaller petite ones don't like big dicks. I like them big too. Yeah, but like really big. Oh, do I think Erica makes the show? Listen, they all bring it this season. I can tell you that Erica is not the only thing that brings the show. They all bring the show. Hold on, I know. Do you believe Amber as an Amber Heard? No, I don't. I haven't followed it closely, but from what I've heard so far, I don't believe Amber Heard. I believe Johnny Depp. But again, I haven't followed it closely, so there's that. When are your dates? I had one last night and one tomorrow night. So I think I even posted a little picture for one of my dates on my Instagram last night. How tall are you? Adam looks so tall next to you. I am 5'7". Adam is 6 feet, right? 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet. So he's what, 5 inches taller than me? Adam is tall. Adam's taller than Jason. I think is like 5'10". Is Adam 6 feet or is he like 6'1"? I don't think he's 6'2". He's tall though. I'm 5'7", so I'm small. best and worst Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in your opinion? Season. Best season would be last season was pretty great. But best overall, I would say season 5 because we had Brandy, we had Lisa Rinna, we had Kim Richards. Don't you ever go after my husband? Gold. That was the best season. Worst season, I would say Pantygate. Pantygate was rough. Or not Pantygate. There was another one after Pantygate. Teddy's first season was bad because all they fought about was like who's a better friend to Lisa Vanderpump and Dorit being late to lunch. It was just done. Cast shakeup on OC. I talked about it on the podcast this week. Post we want to see. Want to see what? Spill what? That's tall enough. 5'7" is tall enough. Okay, we see you. Please post what? I posted a photo. Had no idea Adam was tall. I thought he was petite. Adam is super tall. So is Jason. And Zack, Jason, and Adam are like model good looking in real life. Oh, thank you, Ainsley. See, those are the nice comments that people would make in person, not like the comments that are like, I don't care to see. I'm here for Adam, Zack. I don't care to see you. I was like, guys, can we like not be mean? Gotta go. Bye, Lit Real Red. Thank you for joining. Elaine's fine. She's got white bolo with her at home. Okay, white bolo. Joe Mendoza is putting you on fire. Love you too, Cheryl. But thank you, Ansley, for saying that we're like model, like good looking. I like am so insecure. You guys don't even realize. Like I'm insecure about my skin. I'm insecure about my teeth. I'm insecure about my hair. I'm insecure about my height. I'm insecure about like my body. And like I always want to like look skinny. It's, you know, I'm literally so insecure. You don't even realize. And I'm not doing that to fish for compliments. Like that's just legit. What do you want to know about my date? Ask me questions. You know I'm always an open book. If you could add any franchise to the Real Housewives, I wouldn't add any more franchises. I'll stop before I even finish reading that question. I will not add any more. We already have too many. I feel like Housewives is slowly starting to end. Do you think the Mexico trip will have some drama? Oh, I'm pretty sure the Mexico trip will definitely have some drama. There's drama all season long. On JD, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Will you be talking with Emily D. Baker soon? Would you guys like me to? I would love to. Listen, I love Emily, and I would love to have Emily on my show anytime. And I can text her, and she'll absolutely do it. I actually think you might be getting more collaborations with Emily and Adam and I in the near future, in the next couple of months. Stay tuned. There is a lot in the works, and we are very happy about it. And I am bad at keeping secrets, and I can't wait to be able to talk about it. I can't wait to be able to mention it all. Zach's outfit was lit. My Nashville outfit. Thank you. I was so insecure about that because the sweater came in a medium, so it was a lot bigger than I was expecting. And then my pants were so tight, and I didn't even realize like you could see bulge in like some photos or in some of the footage. I was like, oh my God, how embarrassing. Adam's family was in the front row. Are you excited about Real Housewives of Dubai? I am absolutely excited about Real Housewives of Dubai. That is exciting. That is something new and fresh to be bringing into the franchise. You have no reason to be insecure. Thank you, Pam. I don't think anybody has reasons to be insecure. I think they just are insecure, and it's about how we deal with those insecurities. But I appreciate that. Loved the small part of the show with you, Adam, Emily, Jason. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Pam. Guys, if you haven't tuned in, Adam released the segment we did with Emily on stage at our Nashville show. So that's available on Up and Adam Live right now. Who are you most looking forward to seeing on Ultimate Girls Trip 2? Brandy Glanville. Hello. I love me some Brandy. Which housewife in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills do you think is the most boring? You're such a cutie. Just relax, girl. Oh, thanks, Jen Shaw, innocent. Who do I think is the most boring in Beverly Hills? That's a good question. Maybe Dorit, but I love Dorit. You are gorgeous. Thank you. Don't be. Thank you, as I appreciate. I wasn't fishing for compliments, but I appreciate. Oh God, Amber, what an actress. You are gorgeous, Zach. Thank you, Sherman BB. Who did you have a date with? A newbie. Zach, how open is your book? I'm a very open book. Ask me anything. Deets on the date. Where'd you go? What did you do? What did you think about him? And baby doll, why does your ear look red? Oh, this one. My ears, every time it gets warm, probably because the light is hitting from this side a little bit more. Every time I get warm, my ears get red. It's not a bad thing, but my ears just always get red when I get warm. And sometimes when I'm taping with the lights and stuff, and the heat in here, I always blast the AC, but it sometimes goes on like auto like energy mode, and so it's annoying. Okay, details about the date. Who was the date with? It was with a guy that I've known for a little bit, but he didn't live in LA, and he just recently moved to LA. And I was traveling, and I was traveling for the tour, and he was traveling for work. And then we both were like, okay, we're finally going to be back in town. We've been talking about going out, like let's actually do something. So we went to one of my favorite local spots here in downtown. He came out to downtown. First he came to my apartment, and then, which at first I was like, why don't you just go? Like, we'll just, I don't know why he's been to my apartment before, but I don't know why I invited him to the apartment here. But I had lunch with my mother, and during lunch with my mother, I had like a few bites of fish as an appetizer and then some fries, but we had 3 cocktails. I was only going to have 1 cocktail with her, but then she's like, let's do another one. I was like, okay, let's do another one. And then she was like, let's have a spicy margarita. And I was like, okay, let's have a spicy margarita. So we had 3 cocktails, and all I had in my system were a couple of fries. And then I had to wrap with her because then he was texting me. He was like, okay, I'm on my way. And I was like, oh shit, I got to hurry up. But then I had to run to Target because I had to buy like hand soap and toilet paper and like little essentials that I just had been meaning to get all week that I haven't been getting. And like hand soap and toilet paper, like those are things like you can only wait so long to not get before you're really out. So I had to run to Target. So I ran to Target, and I'm like rushing back, and I got a coffee because I'm trying to chug the coffee because I just had 3 cocktails and I have to go see him right now. And all that was in my system were some fries and a few bites of it was halibut. It was a halibut crudo that I had as an appetizer that we shared. So I'm rushing in, and I'm trying to like take a shower and like freshen up really quickly. And then finally he gets here. Oh, and then we end up going to like this spot here in downtown that I go to literally all the time. It's like one of my go-tos here in downtown. It's also kind of like not hidden, but it's not in the main section of everything. So you can usually always grab a table there. So we went there, had a great conversation. I was going to have 1 drink, maybe 2, because I'd already had 3 earlier. And then he ends up ordering us 3 rounds of drinks. So I had 6 cocktails total. I was Liddy City. But I knew going into the date that I wasn't going to bang him because I didn't want to have sex. I'm just like, since being on the tour and everything, like I'm just not emotionally in the place where I want to have sex. I've tried to have sex and I literally cannot. Not in like an erectile dysfunctional kind of way, but in like a emotionally dysfunctional kind of way of like, I need me and my space and my body to be like mine right now, not give that to anybody else. So he came over, we made out a little bit, we cuddled in bed, and then we fell asleep, or I fell asleep, and then he fell asleep with me. And then at 2:30 in the morning, he's like, okay, I got to go. I have to like get to work, and I didn't bring stuff to spend the night, and I wasn't planning on spending the night in my car. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, bye. So there's that. Coffee Buzz wants to know my longest relationship. We're getting personal, guys. I've never been in a relationship. I've remained single my entire life. There have been guys that have consistently come in and out of my life that I've dated or known for a long time, but I've never actually committed to anybody. So there's your answer. Not that I wouldn't, I just haven't yet. I was married to my career for a very long time, and my career and that's paid off. Now I don't know. Now I'm like, I want to have kids in the next few years, and I don't know if I'm going to find anybody who will want to have kids with me. So I'm kind of in the place where I'm like, I think I'm just going to have kids on my own. Oh my God, I love that your mom fed you 3 drinks before your date. She didn't know I was going on a date. We were just having a really good conversation, like a really good connected conversation. That's one thing that I find interesting lately is I feel myself being like a lot more open and building a lot more connections with people and just kind of having deeper conversations with like people that I've had in my life. So yeah. I've literally been watching the Emily's lives every day. They're great. Emily has great recaps. Her coverage of the Johnny Depp case is amazing. Who would you add to the Ultimate Girls Group season 3? I don't know. I don't think we need a season 3 just yet. We didn't mind the bold Zack. Thank you, viciously shady diva. Thank you. Are you a dom top? Am I a dom top? No. It depends. It depends on the situation. It depends on the guy. It depends on the vibe. Like, I'm very versed in the sense that, like, I'm not a little bitch in bed, but I'm also not like a dominatrix in bed either. That, like, it depends on the vibe, the person, and whatever we're feeling in that moment. I can be a dom top. I'm definitely more of a top than a bottom. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I just couldn't with her testimony today. It was cringy. Yeah. Amber Heard, I heard, is not shining in this. What is your nationality? I'm Hispanic. Zack, did you spray tan? This is a leftover spray tan from New York. I haven't touched any of the spray tan up. Crystal really is the most boring. Let's be honest. I think Crystal made things interesting, especially with Sutton when she was like, "Tell me you're that girl that doesn't see color, and you're just jealous of me." Like, when Crystal has her moments, Crystal brings it and delivers her moments. You're so cute. I think you'd have a ton of boyfriends. Oh, thank you, Cassie or Carrie. Sorry, thank you, Carrie Cooper. I do have a ton of boyfriends. I've just never committed to any of them. I'm praying that you find your forever and have children. They are so rewarding. I want children. I want kids so bad. Are you guys gonna plan more shows? I just loved the portions I got to see. I have to care for my brother, so unless you come to Vegas, I can't go, but always wishing the best for both of you. Vegas, I think, is definitely on the list. Are we planning more shows? I mean, I guess at this point, we can say yes, yes. Like, I don't even know why we're tiptoeing around it. We are in the process. We're talking about doing more shows. Is anything on the books? Are there any dates that have been solidified? Are there any cities that we finalized? No. But yes, the conversation has been had. We are in forward moving motion with the next piece of all of this. And there are many pieces. A lot of things are up in the air at the moment. So it's all TBD. And I don't think I'll get in trouble for saying that. It's true. Um, you're such a wonderful soul, and you'll definitely find somebody worthy of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are so sweet tonight. Verse boys have more fun. Yes, we do, Casper. Yes, we do, because we're not pigeonholed. Hey, you read my answer but did not answer. What was your answer? Sorry, what was your question, my love? Please ask it again. Your drinks look so good. If they were, do you top all the time, my love? All the time. Chris, give Zack time, he will. But please, guys, a lot of notifications and stuff come in that if I don't answer your question, then please bring it back around. Your mom sounds wonderful. She is wonderful. Heard the Real Houses Dubai trailer is coming this week. Hope it's true. I mean, I wouldn't see why it wouldn't. If we already got Ultimate Girls Trip, it makes sense that Dubai does come this week along with the Beverly Hills taglines. Did you give him top? Oh, the date from last night? No, I said we didn't have sex. I don't want to have sex. I'm not in the place where I want to have sex. It's really weird. Or not weird, but it's very, empowering. Please do more live streams. I don't want to miss any. Yeah, if we do more shows, I'm pretty sure we're gonna live stream that. This one came in because we had Birchbox that sponsored the live stream, which is a huge piece. Is like having somebody to help us because live streaming is not cheap. But thank you. Behind you 100%. Thanks, Pam. So where will it be? Bravo or Peacock? Where will what be, Joe Mendoza? My sex tape? You're young. You have plenty of time to find the right one. Babe, I'm already 29. I'm gonna be 29 next month. In a few weeks, I'll be 29. My birthday is June 15th. So time is getting shorter. I know people find their person at any time, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm in a different place. Past month has like really opened up something new in me. And I'm in a good place. Like, I'm in a happy place. I'm in a very content, independent place, but I'm good. This is where you will find the guy that was this is where you will find your guy. I was in that place when I found my forever. That's what I'm worried about because I'm like, I'm happy single that I don't need to be with anybody and I don't want to be with anybody but everyone's like, that's when it happens. And I'm like, but I'm not saying that because I want it to happen. I'm saying it because I'm genuinely happy being single and being on my own and living my life and like sure of the things that I want. Like I want, a family and I want the career and like, you know, I'm okay being single for the rest of my life as long as I feel this happy and content and on my own. Girl needs dialysis. It's not the dick works fine, guys. Trust me, the dick works fine. It's the emotional piece that is not working right now. Trust me, I could get hard if I want to get hard. Do you think, Zack, who do you think will come back for OC? I think they should bring back like a Kelly Dodd to really just shake shit up and get everyone like, what? I think that'll really get things fired up. I think Tamara's probably going to come back too. My boyfriend took Viagra for fun, and it was an odd anyway. That after party, I'm going to talk about that. You will be a great parent. Do what works for you. Thank you, Aaron. That's what I've always done, and that's what I will always do. I'm headed to the beach tomorrow, so I got to go to bed. Good night, Ansley. Love you. Do you ever top? Why do you keep? Yes, all the fucking time. Why do we keep asking this question? I've said it a million times. You'd be a Dabulous dad. Thank you, Zack. And we can have a baby. Aw, sure. I heard Monique would have fit with season 2. Yes, she declined. She would have been great. She would have been better than Eva. I think it really would have brought it. Zack didn't see my comment. What was your comment? Do you want to have kids, your own kids, or adopt? I would prefer to at least have one of my own. My first baby, I would love to be my own, but I'm not opposed to adoption. Not opposed to adoption at all. Who is your date tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. Who is my date tomorrow? Oh, a guy that I met speed dating. I went speed dating after Nashville, before New York. At the last minute, I was invited to come to some speed dating event for free. And I was like, fuck it, let's go. It'll be a nice distraction from all the stress of being on tour. So I went out. And of all the guys that I talked to, it was really fun because, like, coming out of Nashville and going into New York, I was in this weird place of like, I don't feel attractive. I don't feel like anybody would want to be with me or would want to date me. When you go on tour and like you get feedback from people, it like really can fuck with your head and fuck with your emotions. And it's interesting. I think Adam's like the tall, cute one, and everyone's like, oh my God, Adam, you're gorgeous and you're tall and you're all these things. And Zack's the funny one. Zack's the personality. Zack's the crazy one that twerks on stage, And I think that kind of fucked with my self-esteem a little bit, of being like, okay, well, of like not feeling hot or attractive, or maybe that had nothing to do with it. I don't know. I just know I came out of this with that headspace. Nothing to do with Adam, and I'm not trying to, throw any of this on him at all. I don't even think I've talked to him about this. This is me like literally just doing and processing my own shit. But like, it was weird. So I was like, I need to go speed dating because it'll be a nice distraction. It'll be good to like just get out and like have some fun. And it reminded me that like I'm not just like a product on this tour of like this prop on stage, but like I'm a real person, and that like guys do find me attractive, and it was fun to flirt, and it was fun to get flirted with and to be complimented and to like be reminded that I have a sexuality, since I am very asexual in this moment. So that was nice. But anyway, my point in saying all of that is there was only one guy coming out of that speed dating experience that I was like, there's only one that I would actually care to see again and like actually care to go on a date with again. And we ended up matching. And so that's what I'm seeing tomorrow is the guy from speed dating. You're so sweet. Thank you. Spilled the tea on the date. I did. I heard Zack has good boyfriend type dick. I do have good boyfriend type dick. You look 18. I look 18. Really? I don't think I look 18. But yes, I will be 29 in June. Don't be like Kenya and have a baby at 49, child. No, I'm not going to wait that long. I won't have a baby like by the time I'm 35. I do not look 18. Now you guys are being ridiculous. I do not look 18. Don't conform to social standards. Make your own rules and your own journey. That's right, Gemma. I always do. I know what you're saying. Just be happy. You're a wonderful human, and soon your forever will show up. Thank you, Pam. Who needs the hassle of a relationship when the best relationship is with yourself? I agree. I have a great time with myself. And let me tell you, the sex is way better by myself than it is with a partner. Laugh my ass off. I think both of them, Kelly and Emma, should come back. I agree. Hi, Zack. Hi, Emmy. I'm so happy I could buy the live stream for your shows with Adam. They were great. Love you from Canada. Thank you, Emmy. Love you right back. You're beautiful too. I love you both, and you're gorgeous. Wishing you the best on your date. Thank you, Pam. Maybe it'll be my forever. I don't think so. What did Joe say now? Joe is so shady. The pen is a cool vibe. Thank you. I always like to hold something. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys this. Adam and I didn't talk about when we did our episode this week where we broke down all the stuff from the tour. You look really young. I say late teens, early 20s. Guys, I do not look 18. Like, you're so sweet, but I don't think I look 18 like at all. Although I will say I look better now. This is probably the best I think I've ever looked. I look better now than I actually did at 18. But I take care of myself now, and I, you know, do the damn thing. What was I saying? Okay. So about the pen and how it relates to the tour. Oh, thank you, Emmy. Oh my God, Emmy just sent $10 and she said, "Love you, Zack. Love the live stream with Adam. I love Emily too. Started watching her from being introduced by you way back. I love the size of your wine cans. They are so she-like. Thank you. Thank you. Chic. Oh, so chic. Thank you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But so the pen, if you notice when I tape, I always like to hold a pen. I always like to have something in my hand because it's just grounding. And so I was always very clear when we do live shows that like I need to hold a microphone and it just kind of it anchors me. But it is funny because Adam and I did get into a bit of a fight about the handheld mics because one thing I was like, I always want when I do a show is the wireless handhelds. I don't mind doing the wired mics, but I always want a wireless. So I said in LA, if there's an opportunity to get a wireless, I'm taking the wireless because I need to hold something and I move around the stage without worrying about the cord. Jason ultimately ended up being the only person that ever had a wireless throughout all 3 shows. But in New York, there was an extra wireless, and Adam was like, "I'm taking the extra wireless." And I was like, "No, you're not. No, you are not." And so we did have, a bit of a funny back and forth about that. And then the what do you call it? The technician was like, "I'm not getting involved with this one." And I did throw a bit of a tantrum. Would you get with Brooks Marks? No, I don't find him interesting or attractive. He's attractive, just not to me. Don't be like Andy, become a dad at 60. I would never. Zack, your life is on your time. Remember that always. Yes, thank you. Things happen at the right time. I agree. Yes, I agree with all of that. Why do you have animosity towards Jen Shaw? She's so innocent. I don't have animosity towards her at all. I think she's a great reality star. Did you win and get the wireless? No, I told Adam, none of us get wireless. If both of us want it and both of us can't have it, neither of us is going to get it. So neither of us had a wireless. Jason is the only one that ever had a wireless the entire time. Jason's the only one that had wireless, period. Oh my God. She's so innocent, it hurts. Oh, I'm sure she is. Okay. Anything else before we wrap, guys? We're reaching the 1 hour mark. Any other? I know we kind of really went personal and went well beyond Housewives or reality TV. I'm liking more of the personal combos that we're having. I feel like we're getting to know each other a lot better. Got here late, but do you think you'll do a live show in LA again or anything meet and greet in LA? Possibly. Kiddo is up. Gotta go. Bye, Elaine. Love you too. After party. Sure, Charmin baby. Let's do after party tonight. I think that'll be fun to do an after party. We haven't done an after party in forever. Or actually, no, we just did an after party on Tuesday. But I'm having such a good time with all of you guys that I think we should absolutely do an after party tonight. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with after party, who's your favorite house husband for the current Real Housewives? Evan, because he's hot. No badge vibes. Hey guys. What was I saying? Oh, after party. So after party, we host on my personal Instagram, which is at Just Plain Zack, and we all go over there. Those don't get saved, recorded, or anything. So what you get is what you get, and that's where we get really unfiltered. That's where all the questions really come out. And Emily D. Baker has joined the after party lives, and those are always quite the time and always a blast. That would actually be fun to do after parties on YouTube too. I know Emily does that. She has like a members only after party, or not an after party, but she has like a members only thing that's like not recorded and it's just kind of like super fun. That would be kind of fun. I don't think I'm big enough on YouTube to even consider doing a membership. I don't know if enough people would even give a fuck about that, but that would be kind of fun to maybe do a little more personal content like that. But anyway, tis what it is. It's so nice you share so much of yourself. I share everything. Like I literally have nothing to hide. Never have and probably never will. Thanks, Zack. Love you. And if you ever feel down, call me and I'll pick you up. Oh, thanks, Pam. I was actually, what was that address again? Oh, at Just Plain Zack is where we do after parties, which I'll pop over there at Just Plain Zack. That's my personal handle on Instagram. That's where we'll do after party when we wrap up the YouTube and the Instagram. Jen came for play or trouble. I don't know. Jen who? But yeah, at Just Plain Zack. Thank you. I was feeling a little down today, you guys, which was really interesting. I'm glad that I had this live tonight. But thank you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to hit that like button and hit the bell notification button. That way you always know when the tea is about to be spilled fresh, hot, and ready, baby. Please subscribe. Weigh in the comments. Let me know if you liked today's live, if you want more personal content, or what the vibe is. I will listen to you because I love you. Love you. Love you. If you're watching this on Instagram, please hit that follow button because we go live every Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. We have book club on Tuesday nights. We're currently breaking down Stassi Schroeder's book, Off With My Head. And the next up, by the end of this month, we're going to kick off House of Hilton, which dives into all the Hilton drama. Hi, Lauren, sending you love too. But yeah, and if you're listening to this on the podcast, I hope you are following the podcast and subscribed on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the places. And if you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, then please leave me a 5-star review because I love 5-star reviews and they make my soul so happy to get that love and support from you. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you have a wonderful weekend because we're not going to talk again until Monday, but we'll be breaking down all the fresh tea on Monday. If you haven't done so yet, go and order some no filter wine. It is my Housewives inspired wine. Tonight, I am sipping on some of the rosé, 13% alcohol by volume, but less than a gram of sugar. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or over to drink. Tonight, I'm drinking Sweetie. I'm gone with the wine. Fabulous. Inspired by the return of Real Houses of Atlanta. That's right. I like this mix of personal and answering our questions. Thank you, Sasha. I'm enjoying this. This is so fun for me because I feel like I'm getting to know you guys so much better. All right, guys. Love you. Mean it. Talk to you later, Skata. Your lives are always fun. Thank you, Coffee Buzz. Good night, guys.